Today we are exploring a legendary instrument, the Roland CR-78 drum machine. Released in 1978, the CR-78 wasn't just any drum machine. It was the first commercially available one with programmable memory. This meant musicians could create and store their own custom beats, a revolutionary feature at the time. But there is a catch, and I will tell you that later on this video. While it might seem primitive, the CR-78's unique, punchy analog kicks, snappy snares and electronic splashes helped define the soundscapes of the 80s. It wasn't just about replicating real drums, it was about creating a new sonic identity. Its ease of use and preset rhythms, from rock to disco, made it a perfect companion for musicians of all genres. From Gary Newman to Human League, Blondie's Heart of Glass and Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight, and Ultravox, Vienna. Did you know the CR-78's wooden cabinet and preset rhythms like valse and bossa nova were initially intended for use with electric organs? But this changed because musicians quickly embraced its potential for more adventurous genres. Programming your own beats wasn't the easiest feat. The CR-78 relied on an optional external device called the WS-1. Roland manufactured around 8,000 units of the CR-78, but yet they only turned out around 2,000 WS-1 programmers, making them rare and even at the time. With programmers' scarcity, most musicians use the presets and making them what people love about the CR-78 today. And you might wonder how much I can pay for a CR-78 in these days? Well, it is 2024, and the prices goes from $2,500 if you're lucky to $5,000, while the WS-1 can go from $1,800 to $3,000. But don't panic, there are alternatives and it's still possible to do so. To program the CR-78, you can insert a non-latch pedal, like the DP2 or damper sustain pedal, into the TS1 jack and select the instrument with a cost of around $30. Despite being produced for only a few years, the influence of the CR-78 extends far beyond the 80s. Artists like Radiohead, Afrika Bambaataa, and the XX have all incorporated the CR-78 sounds into their music, providing its enduring legacy. The Roland CR-78 might not be the most complex drum machine today, but its impact on music history is undeniable. Okay, let's explore the CR-78 by Roland. This is a very nice machine. I like the design with the wooden box. You have all the presets here. You have the programmer, measure, and variation of the feels. Whenever you're playing, you can do it manually or automatically. You have the accent, so when you want a little more accent when you're playing that preset. The tempo, fade in and fade out when you start and stop your preset. And also a cancel voice. You can cancel different sounds here, and I'm gonna show you. And you can add voices here and have a hi-hat and cymbal metallic beat. You have your balance and volume. So let's start listening. I'm gonna play a preset that I'm pretty sure you know very well. Probably one of the most recognizable presets from this machine. And let me know in the comments if you know the song that belongs to this preset. Easy, right? I can almost sing it, but I'm not gonna do it because I know that you can guess the song. Another preset that is very recognizable, in my opinion, is a song from around the era, I think it's 79 or 80s, beginning of the 80s, but it's a little more upbeat. Actually, the song starts with this. I'm talking about Blondie, Heart of Glass, and then it starts with the So this is a preset. So as you can see, many artists actually use it just using the presets. They didn't mess with the programmer. As I was saying, like the programmer, the external programmer was so expensive that, and there were not many, so it was hard to get. So I think artists just like decided to like, I'm just gonna go straight and use the presets. Another thing that you can do is that you can combine different presets. I'm gonna show you. So we have this one that is the begin. You have also the rhythm A and B. So you have different sounds if you switch this. I'm not gonna do it now, but I will show you later. So here you have a mix of disco and begin. You can change it to cha-cha and let's say rock. Then you can add a snare. Actually, I like it without the snare. I'm gonna show you the cancel voice later. But this is what you can do. You can just combine, Interesting mix here. What I don't know if you can combine two of these. And you can. I don't know if I did that before, but you can combine two different ones. Let's say this. What if I turn this off? Yeah, here you have just this. You have a nice bossa nova here. So these are the different presets. And then you can switch to a different sound. Different rhythm, sorry, not sound. And then you have this. Cancel voice. You can cancel 4 different sounds here, including cowbell and claves, snare drum, bass drum, cymbal and hi-hat. Obviously this is depending on the type of presets and what kind of sound they have. So I'm going to show you, for example, how it works. These are all on. I'm going to go with the disco one. So you hear the snare here, but you don't want the snare. The cowbells, you can just turn this off. Cymbals and hi-hats. And bass drum. So here you cancel all 4 voices. If you want for rock, let's say boogie, bass drum, you can have a little kind of drum and bass in here. Let's see with the hi-hat. This is a nice drum and bass here. And the cowbell. There's no cowbell in this combination, as you can see, but there might be in this one. Let's see, clave samba for sure. Another feature of this is the adding voices. So let's hear this with the same preset. I like the samba. But I'm going to cancel all of this so you can hear it better. You have a nice tambourine here. It's a little like a cricket. Well, this is more like a cricket actually, the guiro. And how metallic you want the cymbal. I think because I have it just plugged, not in stereo with the bass and high, probably this is not responding as well, but you will get a different sound. Another feature here was the fade in and fade out. I'm going to show you really quickly. Let's change a little bit of the sound so you can have a different preset. So you have a nice fade out and a nice fade in. This is the short one. Let's hear the long one. The fade, the long fade actually is way longer, the out than the in both. Another thing, I'm just gonna go to the off, is the feeling variation. You can do it manually or you can do it automatically. That means that when you're playing the preset, you put it in automatic, it's gonna autoplay the feelings, for example. There you go. It's automatically. Or you can do it manually. And you can have longer measurements from 2 to 16. That means that it's going to play longer, obviously. Let's see if I go. Actually, this isn't altered. I think when you play it automatically. Another feature that it has, but I don't have the abilities to do it because I don't have the programmer that is an external pedal that you program this, is the ability to create your own beats. You have 4 different ones that you can do. You have the memory here, play, and you can clear if you want to clear the whole thing. You can pretty much play with all the sounds that are included in this machine, from the cymbals to the bass drum, hi-hats, cowbells, and everything that is included in here. I don't have the programmer, and I haven't buy a pedal, one of the $30 pedals, but I don't know if I'm going to do it at some point. I'm happy just with the sounds. So this is just like a very brief introduction to this machine. I hope you like this video. And remember to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for joining me into the world of the CR-78. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe for more nostalgic explorations of iconic instruments and their stories. And please let me know in the comments below which classic sounds bring back the most memories for you.